Page 16, Tahitian Nights. Again, I'm going to go through my process for learning a piece of music, and here we go. I build the piece. I just do one thing at a time, and I gradually put everything together. 2 pages long, treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. We're in the key of C major, more or less. So make sure you can do the C major scale and the A minor scale. It's actually in kind of a mode, but I don't want to get into the mode, so just as far as what scale do I do, C major and A minor is fine. 4/4 time signature. We got a lot of accidentals. Right hand, you just got these chords. 2, 3, 4. Just come up. Everything comes out half step, and then here. Now that's not everything comes. Now I have to come up a whole step. So you'll get that. And then the measure 7, same thing up here. And the measure 11. 1 and 2 and. Now you can figure the half note 1, 3, 5 if you want. My problem with it, I just use thumb. Now I got to use it again. That's okay if you want to do that. But you can also, after the 8th note, instead of the half note, instead of just come over and use second finger. Instead of thumb, you just use the second finger is all. So it's here and then 1, 3. And a measure 12, 3, 5 here, and then you can go down. I can connect it all with the fingers. So again, measure 11. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. And figure it the same way and anywhere else. Measure 18, excuse me. 1, 2. 1 and 2. Now, let's check this rhythm. Measures 18 and 9, or measures, what, 19 and 20? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. If you don't want to be up in here, you can go ahead and use second finger on those. It's up to you. So, because I can use second finger on that half note too. Here, and I can stay out here. It's for if you have really big hands. And otherwise, you can use thumb if your hands are small enough. Okay, now let's go over to measure 24. They've got. Remember, those accidentals are only good for that measure. So measure 25, those are naturals. However, I don't like I want to adjust the fingering a little. So on measure 24, instead of here, because you just had 2, 4 here, they want you to do it again. Yuck. I'm going to use 1, 3, and then a 3, 5. They're repeated notes, so I can change hand positions on repeated notes, and that's all I'm doing here. Measure 24. I'm starting out with 1 and 3, and then 3, 5, and then I can go 2, 4. Here. There. If I don't want to be up in here, then I'm going to use the thumb on the E and cross over. So it's 1, 4 here. There are different ways of fingering this. So you figure it out, but try and connect all the notes if you can. So again, measure 24. I'd start out 1, 3, and then 3, 5. And then I can do a 1, 4, then I can do a 2, 3, and then a 1, 4 again. I keep my hand out here and I can connect all the notes. The fingering in the book, you can do that too if you want. You just can't connect all the notes, and you're up in here. You decide, or your teacher will decide, and that's fine. Let's go down to the bottom, measure 34. It's an A flat, C here. Come up here, and for that half note, this is the last 3 measures. Second half, I do a 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 4, either one. You don't have to keep moving the hand around. Here and then here is what I'm recommending. Left hand, you get this pattern a lot. Is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I hope the pattern, the rhythm isn't bothering you, but let's just make sure. The last two beats of the measure are simple enough. They're quarter notes. They come on 3 and 4, 3, 4. It's the first two beats of the measure. You start with a half note, or an eighth note. So the quarter note comes on the end of 1. 1 and that lasts the whole beat. So the next note comes on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and that's a 1 and 2. What you don't do, I hope, is you wait for me or somebody to play it for you and, oh, is that how it goes? Okay. I would really prefer that you be able to read the music and figure it out yourself. But that rhythm is all over. And since the right hand has a different rhythm going on, that makes it even more interesting. However, before we put the hands together, I want to go to the bottom of page 17, the last two measures. In the left hand, they have here, there, and up here. That's okay if you don't mind doing that. I don't care for it. I find it weird. So I'm going to change. I'm going to take advantage of the 2 G's to change hand positions. 1, 5. I'm going to go from here to here. And now I can get this 3 here. I can actually connect them all. If your hand's big, if you can do a 2 on here, then it's so. Connect them all, and that's what I will do. That's what I'll do. You can figure it as you choose. Then the hands go together, starting with the third measure. It's that's it. Let's go down to measure 11. Here, 1 and 2. See, this is the same rhythm as the right hand or left hand is, but now. Which hand has that rhythm that's going back and forth? Anyway, you work out the hands together and then go back through very slowly and carefully and get rid of the hesitations. Keep it slow if you have to, but no hesitations. A steady beat all the way through. And then we think about the articulation, which there isn't any. You're connecting everything pretty much. You can't connect it, but you try. So just connect it. Then dynamics. It starts out mezzo forte or moderately loud. Now, there's a couple ways of interpreting this. Let's talk about it. The first two measures is just introduction. It's just kind of getting it started. The melody starts in the third measure in the right hand. They're telling you at the beginning mezzo forte. Okay, moderately loud. But when the melody comes in, it becomes moderately loud, meaning the left hand's got to go in the background. Okay, so how do we do it? Well, a few ways to do it because it's interpreting the music. One way is you can just immediately drop down. So you're moderately loud, and then measure 3 immediately. Just immediately you're soft because the right hand takes it over. Or in the second measure, toward the end of the last couple beats or so, you can start getting softer. You can come down a bit. Start gradually get down. There's another way of doing it. Or you can say, well, the melody's mezzo forte. So this thing at the beginning, I'm going to make that mezzo piano right at the beginning. Because the melody, I don't recommend it necessarily because I think the composer probably wants you to start a little louder now. I like the idea of coming down at the end of the second measure, just get softer in the left hand so that the right hand takes over. Measure 7, you're going to echo that softly. Left hand's very soft. Then measure 11, you're very soft. You come up to moderately soft. Just don't come up to moderately loud in the left hand. You're getting a little louder, but measure 11, it's the right hand that's moderately loud. Measure 17, 18, excuse me, you go up. not in the right hand. The left hand can come up, but keep it in the background until measure what, 23? So you follow the dynamics. Just keep in mind it's the melody we're after. The left hand has to adjust as necessary to support the right hand and not get in the way. As far as the speed goes, a moderato e dolce. Moderately and sweetly. Okay. Again, they give you metronome markings, but it's the feel of it, the overall feel of it. It's not a fast, it's not slow, it's just in the middle, and be sweet about it. It's an order. It's too early in the morning for sweet for me, but just, okay. Now again, they've added pedal. So why are we having a pedal? Well, it helps us connect things, and it adds the overtones. And again, they're keeping the pedal kind of simple, but I'd like to make some suggestions. Now, we can do some of this blurriness okay. It's kind of in the mood of the piece. So at the beginning, I'm not pedaling, not changing yet. I'm in harmony. Now I'll change. See, the pedal lags behind. The hands do their thing first, and then the pedal. So the pedal is always lagging behind what the hands are doing. And for the most part, it's fine. However, it's like on measure 19 or 18. Start at measure 17. You're here. No. I don't care for that at all. If you want to pedal it that way, you go ahead. But I'm going to lift the pedal up with the left hand. And I'm not pedaling. I don't need pedal on those notes. So again, a measure 16, it's here. So it's clean, isn't it? And on measure 20, 21, I'm changing the pedal on measure 21. I don't want all that. So I'm changing the pedal there. Measure 25, you're here. You can leave the pedal down if you want because this dies away enough. But if you'd like to hear the rest to measure 26, then you need to change the pedal on there. That's my suggestions. Again, you have to listen carefully to the effect the pedal is having. If you don't like it, change it. Please don't copy me. You get into it and you make it yours. If I played this 10 times, I'd play it different every time because I play by feel. It's however I'm feeling. I'm always experimenting. Do I like maybe getting a little louder here, a little softer, or whatever? You know, try things out. Let's play this together very slowly to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I think I'm going to leave the pedal out here because you can hear the notes better, more clearly if I don't pedal it. So I'm going to give us 4 counts. Let's try it together very slowly. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1.